Is Mo Salah being carried by the current Liverpool team? Or is his good work and contributions massively unseen? No video has given you the real insight until this one, baby. So we're going to go through the stats, the facts, the eye test with the mind's eye. Sorry, that's Yu-Gi-Oh! But yeah, from a managerial eye from a J-League manager who's won the league twice. So let's get into it. Ikazo! That means let's go. So the eye test, especially in the opening 3 games of the season, suggests that Mo Salah cannot beat a man. He's not a traditional winger anymore. He's more of a play-making wide player. And as intimated in the previous videos, he needs an overlapping run from Jeremy Frimpong in order to cut inside. He needs to go from out wide to inside because he can't find space in the 10th position, unlike a Florian Wirtz. He needs Conor Bradley's undercutting run on the inside of him to give him the space on the outside to pick out the pass from the wide areas as well. On the transition, when everyone is moving everywhere in all directions, only then will he take the man on the fullback and the left-sided centre-back to cut inside and try to bend one in. We see him in the pocket, in the inside forward position, doing the Trivela pass, an amazing Trivela pass. However, for 70% of the game at least, he goes missing. The ball does not go out there. We're not productive out on the right hand side because he no longer has the pace to get in and behind, especially down the right flank. He's very, very left-footed, which is why he's going to cut inside anyway, and he needs to be closer to the penalty box area in order to score the goals as well. So his output and his contributions are massively weighted in terms of his teammates getting him into prominent positions, making off-the-ball runs to allow him to do Mo Salah things. Now, you can't say that the metrics show that he's on the decline because last season was one of his best seasons of all time. He managed to break the assist record. The goals have been flowing as well. He's the metric goal king, and my goodness, look at the fantasy football stats right there. Owned by majority of the players, the most expensive player in the game, worth captaining every single week, according to Magnus Carlsen. Don't be too clever, just captain Mo Salah. However, he has not returned the biggest of bundles this season, and his starting position in the squad and in the team sheet is massively questioned by Liverpool fans, with many speculating that Mo Salah, it's time for him to be dropped, especially with the arrival of Alexander Isak and Hugo Ekitike partnering Cody Gakpo up front, the emergence of Rio Ngamoha, Chiesa contributing from the bench as well. We have many options, especially when Jeremy Frimpong is back. Some people want to see Conor Bradley and Jeremy Frimpong run right on the right-hand side. Some people want to see Salah come off the bench. Some people want to see Salah subbed earlier. So what is the truth of the situation? And we literally have some of the fan base going, I don't know what they see in Mo Salah. He's Finnish, isn't he? And then we have the other part of the fan base going, he's not Finnish, he's Egyptian. And then you have my generation who's like, what? Oh, I thought he was Scottish. Auntie Naomi. If you know, you know. Talk sport back in the day, right? But I digress just a little bit. You know, it's actually worth hearing what some of the rival fan channels have to say about Mo Salah. So special guest today, my man, Saeed TV. That brother though, too good. We gotta talk about Mo Salah. Nah, man, allow that. Done it again. This brother though, he always scores. He having a terrible game. But one chance, and it's in the back of the net. 90th minute though, and you let him cut across onto the right foot. I had enough, man. Man United fans, I can't lie, bro. This Liverpool team, they ain't short of goal scorers. Salah, he's always getting the goal and assist, you know. It's too easy as a Man United fan. How can we compete when you got every season scoring 30 goals? It's mind-boggling, fam. You hear me? I'm done, mate. Allow that. We don't need to see this no more. It's always good to hear those Man United fans glazing about Mo Salah, right? Egyptian king. And then you got posh boys who go on TalkSport and be like, Mo Salah blows my mind. The Premier League hasn't worked out how to stop this all-time great. He has legacy. You're talking Rush, Dalglish, Clements. Similar to our own Arjen Robben, nobody has worked out a way how to stop Mo Salah from cutting inside and bending it into the far corner. Now, opposition fans like to doubt and mock Mo Salah. But hear me out for just 1 second. Why is it that Mo Salah in every match is always a threat? He's always contributing to the goals, racking up them points. People don't understand that we're dealing with greatness. This is legacy. This is iconic. This is Mohamed Salah. Liverpool's Egyptian king. And he's been dominating the wing for season after season. And Liverpool are iconic. They're an iconic club. When anybody says that Liverpool will falter in the title race, it's not going to happen when you've got the calibre and the pedigree of someone like Mohamed Salah leading the title charge. Arne Slot is incredibly tactical and knowledgeable. He knows that relying on a talisman like Mohamed Salah gives Liverpool the best chance of winning the Premier League and in the next season retaining the Premier League. So for all you guys that underestimate the importance of Mo Salah, answer me this. Who better than Salah? And even as he loses a yard of pace, it doesn't even matter when you're that intuitive. So he may be 33 and beyond, but for those who are writing him off, come end of the season, you are gonna eat your words. People talking about those Lamine Yamals and those Dembeles, I don't know why they ain't talking about Mo Salah. He's done it season after season in the Premier League. Are you even watching the Premier League? How has Mo Salah not got the credit he deserves so far? He's been incredible season after season. This is football. That's football. And when people are talking about Liverpool, this is football. That's football. That relentlessness by Mo Salah, right? It's incredible. But anyway, smash a like on this video. But what do you expect? Mo Salah's always going to score against traffic cones. They're like statues, mate. Statues. I've had enough. Oh, I've had enough. Oh. It's just too good right now. Salah's won it for Liverpool. I don't understand why Salah's not in that conversation. He's been doing it for years in the Premier League, the hardest league in the world. And it's because he's Egyptian. He's getting disrespected. If he was Spanish or Argentinian or English, think of all the plaudits he would have got, right? So yes, it's always good to hear what rival fans have to say, but especially in our own home, in the Liverpool Anfield Stadium, everyone still appreciates Mo Salah's contribution, as does Arne Slot and Jurgen Klopp, because they always play him. Now, some people want to speculate maliciously that he has a playing time clause in his contract. He needs to start at least 80% of the games or whatever. Could his contract have been held up in terms of renewals, not just because he wanted to see our incomings this summer, and we had a grand old summer, did we not? Ooh, Alexander Isak, Hugo Ektiga, Hugo Boss, Wirtz, Kerkez, Freddie Woman, Armin Pekshi, Jeremy Frimpong, the list goes on and on, right? Beautiful, haha. But Mo Salah probably wanted some reassurances that his playing time will not decline. Now, you don't write that in a contract, but it's probably an unwritten rule. Now, Arne Slot has built his system around getting Mo Salah to thrive on the biggest occasion, because even when the going got tough, in the 80th, 90th minute, when we need a breakthrough, look who pops up now. Look at our opening 3 games of the season. Would we have had a maximum points without Mohamed Salah? Even though he was off key, he wasn't lighting it up, he wasn't dominating the play. When push came to shove, when Bournemouth came down to 2-2, what was the game-winning scenario, the game-winning moment that helped us get back into it? Now, you might say, yes, Chiesa slicing the ball into the side of net, clinical with the back step, that technique, the techers. But just before that, it was the game-winning moment of Mo Salah bending with a Trivela pass into the corridor of uncertainty, where the goalkeeper, defender, and I believe it was Curtis Jones, fumbled in front of the area. Nobody knew whether to attack the ball or to leave the ball. And that chaotic moment, in the absence of the agent of chaos, Darwin Núñez, Mo Salah created that uncertainty, created a game-winning moment for Chiesa to step up and smack it into the back of the net and do his slide. Love me some Federico Chiesa. So let us look at this turning point in the Bournemouth match. 2-2 at the time. Liverpool, maybe 80th minute, maybe beyond there or thereabouts, right? So the ball is coming over the shoulder. Dominic Szoboszlai says, leave it to me, because it's coming over the shoulder. He gets a touch. It accidentally hits his heel and falls into the path of Mohamed Salah. Right now, there is no danger in the penalty box area. No one is there. So what does Salah do? Game intelligence. He holds the ball up, waits for the reinforcements, the cavalry to arrive. He's preparing his left foot. You can see he's going to point it. It's either going to be a shot or a cross. Now, can you see the corridor of uncertainty is between the defenders and the goalkeeper, because of the fact that if the defender hits it, any miscue can hit the ball towards the goal, right? And look at this technique. It's not a smash. It's not a smash at goal. It's not a driven cross. it bounces here. That is even more terrifying for the opposition because look, he's lunging now. He's lunging for the ball. Curtis Jones is trying to get a tap in there as well. Wrong side of the defender. But the defender doesn't really want to get a miscued contact on it. And Curtis Jones is obviously right behind him as well. So he's under pressure. The goalkeeper can't come out because any miscue, any touch and niggle, that will go into the net for 3-2. Mo Salah's ball delivered into corridor uncertainty with a lofted bounce makes it a nightmare. That's better than an assist. That's almost a goal in itself. Now, they don't clear the danger. They all dive for it. Now it's in the air. 50-50 challenge, second phase. Chiesa is going towards the ball. He can see Konate, man-mountain, colossal titan Konate jumping for it. Konate is always going to win the header here. They go for it. These two, discombobulated. We can't concede. At Anfield. What do? Everyone trying their best to clear it. Absolute chaos. Chiesa takes one or two back step to give him line of sight towards the ball, and the rest is history. Pang, straight in. Now it's not the absolute cleanest clutch Thiago Alcantara-esque strike, but through crowded bodies, the keeper's unsighted into the side net, and it's a goal. Mo Salah, with the game intelligence, just hold the play back when it came to offside to his favoured left foot, and he didn't cross it with pace or with panache. He dinked it into the corridor of uncertainty where defenders had to make a choice. Curtis Jones rushing in as well. Mo Salah makes the difference, 3-2, and obviously he goes on to do even better things in this match. Obviously, Salah picked up the mantle with the greatest assist of the season. Wataru Endo, what? Cryonic kick down the pitch, right into the spot. Looky, it's right here. Where the ball dictates, Salah, off you go, son. I've set you up, in you go on goal. Finish it with aplomb. I've done the hard work. And Salah's like, Wakarimashita Taicho! Ore Salah this! Goal. That kind of, no, wait, that's not Japanese. That's like the Argentinian commentators, isn't it? The Japanese commentators are more like, Subarashi Salah-san. Hontoni jouzu desho? Oh, kono migi ashi. That means right foot toss. Bukuresha, surprised. That kind of stuff. Although one of the commentators is a little bit annoying. He keeps going, oh, naruhodo. It means, oh, I understand. Stop telling me you understand. Tell the people what's going on the pitch. That's why your boy Sai on the live streams is the best color commentary, the best play-by-play commentator. So you got to watch me on the live streams. Then when we get back into action, I'm going to do the live stream. Make sure you watch your boy Sai, the best tactical analysis. This is a channel Substance in Abundance. The cream of the crop! Up the shiny one, and let me know in the comments below, are you enjoying this new banterific tactical substance in abundance, tactical treasure without measure delivery? Because it's good fun, right? So buck up, ladies. Sai is going to get you high on substance in abundance because we're going through the stats and the footage now.
Liverpool Fan in Japan.
So in the opening match, Liverpool against Bournemouth at Anfield, we won 4-2. Our expected goals, XG, only 2.23, but we scored 4 goals because Salah's goal was not an expected goal. He did a lot there, obviously, from the wonder assist from Wataru Endo. Hugo Ekitike got a goal and an assist, right, for Cody Gakpo. Federico Chiesa in on the action as well. Mohamed Salah made that unofficial. Hugo Ekitike, highest rating player of the match. Great to see. Now let's look at the player statistics. This is going to load in just a second. Successful dribbles, that is a metric I'm looking at. Mo Salah has 0 because unfortunately he's lost the yard of pace. He cannot dribble. He was not substituted, which actually worked in our favour in getting the final goal of the game. Gakpo, even Konate had successful dribbles there. Obviously Semenyo as well, running straight through our centre mid. So let's go back and look at the other statistics as well. Salah is not a dribbler in the current day Liverpool team. Shots on target. Does Salah get in amongst the metrics here? He has 2 shots on target, obviously 1 resulting in a goal and 1 blocked. So it's not a high volume of shots on target because now that we have Florian Wirtz, I believe majority of the play flows through Florian Wirtz, and I believe that he is the one that will probably get the most touches in the game. Now we're not on tune with his one-touch passing yet, but as you can see, dribble attempts, Cody Gakpo on the left in isolation against the winger, so as a winger, 1v1 against their right back, takes him on the inside, around the outside, and really, really goes for him. Apart from that, Ekitike will be crowded out in the centre position, but Mo Salah on the opposite flank has one attempted dribble compared to Cody Gakpo. So what Salah is trying to do is hold the ball up high up on the pitch and attempt to Trevella pass or the line-breaking balls, because he is not trying to take the man on. Without Jeremy Frimpong, we lack a massive threat around the outside. Let's have a look at touches. This is going to be an interesting one. Now, historically, we've looked to Mohamed Salah every single first time opportunity, whether it's Trent, whether it's Henderson, whether it's Milner, whether it's Alex Oxlade-Chamberlain. We've always looked to Mohamed Salah to run the game. Virgil van Dijk, as expected, has a huge touch amount because we play the ball around the back, probing, inviting the press, waiting for the opportunity. Our best ball player from the back. Dominic Szoboszlai is heavily involved because he's all action. Now, one thing that's underrated by Dominic Szoboszlai is his ability, with his acceleration, his proper heart, to get away from the man markers and get in a position where he can receive the ball, always as an outlet for our team, even on transition. But obviously, when we're in possession, Virgil van Dijk might lay off to Dominic Szoboszlai. In a high position, in the most congested area, that's where Florian Wirtz sits, and even he has a significant amount, even like 50% more than Mohamed Salah, because Florian Wirtz is now our talisman, our playmaker, the one we look to. Alexis McAllister, not fit, but he tries to play the ball through the lines from the base as well. Cody Gakpo, the left-sided outlet. Now, historically, we've always tacked that around the right-hand side because Mane and Lucho Diaz were, feeding off scraps on the left, working with Andy Robertson, who liked to rampage up and down the left-hand side as well. But that's very, very telling that Mohamed Salah is getting less touches on the ball. Is it because he can't escape his marker? Not really. Is it because he's staying too wide? Not really again. It's the evolution of the team, trying to play through Wirtz in the centre, Virgil van Dijk probing, and McAllister are ball players, obviously trying to get a majority of the ball. But the fact that Salah doesn't get much of the ball, is he being crowded out of the game? Is he being marked out of the game? No, it's showing his waning influence. So what does Arne Slot look to do in that situation? Well, it's more than just the statistics. As I told you, statistics can tell a hot white lie, because Arne Slot knows that when push comes to shove and you need a goal or you need an assist or a game-breaking moment, Salah may be anonymous for 80% of the game, but if he comes up with that one dinked cross, as I showed you earlier on, that is worth his weight in gold, and that's what you pay the money for, and that's what you renew him for. And historically, when push comes to shove, he is the one that can make that big game moment. Now, we're going to rely on Florian Wirtz to do that more often than not, Hugh Ekitike to do that sometimes, Kirkes delivery, Frimpong delivery, Conor Bradley delivery. But of all the players on the pitch, if you're looking for that one moment of genius, know-how, game experience, talismanic moment, then it's Mo Salah still at this time, until Florian Wirtz can prove that he can do it in this Liverpool team. Now, this is the Bournemouth match, and that gives you an indication why he stayed on the pitch the whole time. You may think fresh legs, fresh ideas, new approach, Jeremy Frimpong coming on, do his thing, where it's Rio Ngamoha, on you go son, wonder kid, score the winner against Newcastle. Let's see if you can do that. He did that. But this is Mo Salah, and Klopp and Slot know the big game temperament, the fitness, but also the mentality when push comes to shove, when you need that game-winning moment, regardless of I can't even say it, statistics or the eye test, Salah stays on. And now we go to St. James's Park, where Ngamoha wins it in the 90th plus 10 minute with the most beautiful team goal of the season. Where is Mohamed Salah? He did not score on this occasion. Now, you may be surprised because you thought we were under the cosh against Newcastle, but we had a whopping 62% possession, but that's obviously with the Anthony Gordon red card as well. Just before that, we were still marginally dominating. 54% possession, obviously going up to 71% possession, averaged median out to 62%. Expected goals, we had a lower expected goal differential than Newcastle, but we scored amazing goals. Gravenberch obviously doing Gimaresh up, shooting through the legs, Ekitike, clinical, and Ngamoha, the team goal with Szoboszlai instigating it with the step over, as I mentioned. Okay, so you look at it, 10 shots by Newcastle, but that doesn't tell the whole story because they were kind of fluff shots as well. Shots on target, 4. Shots on target that really matter, because if it's not on target, you're not going to score unless you're a dodgy, fat Frank Lampard with a deflection. I hope Dominic Szoboszlai gets more of those, by the way. Deflections, still goals. Big chances missed, 1. Okay, accurate passes, 370 accurate passes, 83. So we are absolutely dominating passing, but you'd expect to against the 10-man Newcastle, who was still rightfully up for it. It was a feisty affair. 17 fouls they committed, 1 dirty one by Anthony Gordon, rubbing down Van Dijk's calf, red card, and 15 on our side as well. Only one corner. But it's interesting, right? We dominate the possession. We absolutely dominate the possession. So where is Mo Salah? What did Mo Salah achieve in this particular game? Scored a 7.6, good rating, but once again, the opposite flank did the business in Cody Gakpo, 8.6 with Ekitike up front as well. Florian Wirtz didn't have the best of games, but he was coming alive slowly, and he does come alive in the Arsenal game as well. Curtis Jones made a huge difference, as did Ryan Gravenberch. But let's look at Mohamed Salah's statistics in this particular match. So we're going to look at dribble attempts first and foremost, right? He's a winger, he's an outlet, a wide playmaker. He's got to be doing something, right? But oh no. No dribble attempts. Ay, look at that. Look at that emoji for Rio Engamoa. No dribble attempts by Mo Salah. Okay. Why? Because in an Arne Slot system, he's the lateral receiver on the wide right-hand side. When he gets the ball on the right, on the build-up, when we first play the ball, it means that he's looking to cut inside, look for a window of opportunity to play it to the 10, or it's recycled around with the threat coming off the left. If the threat comes off the left, then he's in play, active at the back post or in inside forward position. If it's built up on the right-hand side, in the absence of Jeremy Frimpong, as I mentioned again, and in the absence of somebody who can give him the yard of space to create a through ball centrally through the middle, because he'd be otherwise crowded out by the left-sided 8 and the left fullback as well, he's got to play a passing game, and he's got to find his way incisively into the box. His best attribute, remember, has always been his off-the-ball running. Dispossessed. He didn't get dispossessed because of the fact he didn't even get the ball. He didn't get that many touches of the ball. And how do we know that? Look at the touches here. He is far and away not even on the first sheet. Now, Van Dijk, you expect a high number of touches, similar to Kanate against a pressing team. Curtis Jones, who makes a difference every time he comes on, gets the touches to relieve the pressure, to rotate the opposite team as well. Milos Kerkez, Ryan Gravenberch, Dominic Szoboszlai, the usual contenders. Now, we have to go to the second page here to find Mohamed Salah. 35 touches. Now, even Florian Wirtz, who everyone says was anonymous, crowded in the most congested area, the most difficult part to play is number 10, which is why there's so little specialist number 10s in the world today. Ekitike couldn't get the ball stuck up high as well. But once again, Cody Gakpo, who's not our playmaker, he's an outlet, a winger who we want 1v1, gets more touches than Mohamed Salah, which does show once again the waning influence on the way we play. We're building from the back, looking for the key opportunity and attacking in moments, which Carragher says is boring. Forget that. It's all good, baby. Because we're winning the games. We are winning the games, and Mohamed Salah is playing a key influence in that. But his touches and his influence is waning. He's a player of moments in the current meta. In the current football meta, you play Mohamed Salah because of the threat of the opposition. And I'm going to go into the psychology of the opposition very, very soon, very, very shortly. Okay, but shots on target or shots total. Let's just have a look at shots total for now. And you see that Mohamed Salah is not even on there. He did not even have a single shot against a 10-man Newcastle. That speaks 1,000 words. Even Lewis Miley had more shots than Mohamed Salah. When Mohamed Salah does not have a shot on goal, something is slightly wrong, either with the man or the system. But once again, another reason why Salah is kept on is for this. Whether you love him or you hate him, or you no longer rate him, and how can you hate Mo Salah? Everyone loves Mo Salah. I love the guy. What a decent human being, great player, legend, one of the top 3 players of all time. When you see Mo Salah on team sheet, your morale and your teammates know you have someone who's been there, done it, and can win you a game in a moment. The opposition see Mo Salah on the team sheet, on the pitch, with his dynamic movement, his quality left foot, his off the ball running, his hairstyle, whichever hairstyle he chooses to employ, and they know one moment of magic can win the game. One slip up can win the game. You've got to close him down because he can travel a pass, he can assist, he can play make the ball for a game-winning condition. You've got to keep your eye on him because he can sneak into the penalty box area, cut inside, jink, and score the goal. He may not be the prime Salah, but he's a wise Salah. And wise Salah, who focuses on his fitness and professionalism, can last a duration of 90 plus 10 minutes to make the difference in one given moment. He's not going to be someone who dominates a game at this moment. In fact, he's similar to me. If he scores early on, he probably will dominate the game. But he's got that high level pedigree and respect, and still got the technical quality and the fitness to put the doubt in the opposition's mind that they have to set up in a certain way to make sure they minimize the influence of Mo Salah. And that is why Isak, Ekitike, Wirtz, Gakpo, now even Szoboszlai and Van Dijk make this team absolutely immaculate, because you can no longer just isolate Mo Salah and you only need to worry about Mane, because Firmino, for all his worth, isn't as regular a game winner as Sadio Mane, for example. But now you cannot let the ball go to Wirtz, you cannot let the ball go to Isak, to Ekitike, to Gakpo, or to Salah. And Salah still has not lost his one moment of magic game influencing ability, which is why Slot keeps him on. And his fitness is still better than everyone else. It's probably that Ribena that James Milner taught him about. And that is why, don't disrespect Salah. If Slot chooses to keep Salah on or play Salah from the start or not substitute Salah, is because he knows and the opposition knows that when push comes to shove, points on the board are all that matters. And the one that historically, mentally, and with the capability to do it more often than not, proven in the Premier League and proven in this Liverpool team and respected and trusted by other teammates, it's probably Mo Salah. He's not passing the eye test at the moment, but the points are on the board, and that stands the test of time because they will not go down. And when you rack up the points on the board, historically, you win the league and you win good things as well. Now, personally, I would like to see Mo Salah be substituted a little bit earlier. I would like to see the young guns have a chance. Chiesa to have a chance on that wing. Frimpong to have a chance on that wing as well. I want to see Bradley and Frimpong, how we're going to cope in the absence of Salah for the AFCON. But I want to win the games above and beyond that and get the points on the board. And who am I or anyone to doubt Arne Slot, right? He knows what's up. He's won the Premier League in his first season. He's highest rated in Football Ultimate Team FC 26. He's highly rated in the all-time Premier League charts, ahead of Beckham for that right wing slot. He's compared to Eden Hazard, for example. He's that level. He's that caliber. And he's still damn good. Did you see his stats last season? So yeah, look, form is up and down. He'll come back into it. He's quality. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. Smash a like. New, feisty, rapid content with substance in abundance. Let me know in the comments below. Do you like it? Do you want Salah to start? Do you want him to be subbed? Do you still trust him to deliver? Thanks again. Miyazaki man, Ichiban. It means the best. Jane means ciao.